sat down, it's like I'm home. I just knew that I was where I was meant to be.
Everything you were sharing really resonated and touched my heart and soul, and I felt at home.
But I knew you, Shri. I knew your care, and I've trusted you always.
Here, we come together as Global Minga. We decide. This is very much a we. For Shri and I, we know what drew us to self-ascension. It was Archangel Zadkiel. It was Sacred Union, The Journey Home. You've read the book, hopefully.
Next day I walked into the bookstore and the book flew off the shelf. I was like, what? I picked it back up and I put it back and it went, whoop. Then I was like, okay, I'm going to get this. And that's
a sense of hope and self-empowerment. And it just has grown since then.
And Zadkiel, when I asked Zadkiel about what Kira, the frequency that she was holding open, he said to me, Srimamka, there are only 4 people on this planet at this time that can hold open this gateway, and they are in peril. That was 17 years ago. Today, this is the only one that remains, Master Lady Kira.
I've just so appreciated all of the support, and I really feel the love and the lift.
This is true, and over the years, everything you've been saying, you've been consistent and not changing. It's always been consistent.
And just the first time I listened, it was just music to my soul.
But you have done so much for so many, and I'm just eternally grateful for what you've done. And like I said, keep giving good advice. Please keep carrying us.
Namaste and welcome, Global Minga Mastery Presence community. I am Jess Juntanen here with you today in an incredible moment as we step into the rising sea of neutrality, the moment where we dance into the Ascension Renaissance. It has birthed. This is December 2022, a moment we have been getting ready for our entire lives in so many ways. And it is my honor to be here to welcome us into this call and to bow before our Mastery Presence spiritual mentoring team that is here. Thank you. We have a Zoom room of incredible beings that are here sharing together in the miracle energy. And those of you at YouTube, those of you at Facebook, those of you all over the Sign Network, thank you so much for joining us today. This is the Ascension Renaissance. This is for everybody. This is the moment that we have all been ready for. And in a few more minutes, we will have an incredible sharing about the revelations of December and the numerology and where we are going, and a sneak peek into 2023. We're truly at a moment for humanity that is unlike anything else. The Ascension Renaissance, the light returning to the planet, this is the beginning of what is going to grow for many years to come. And congratulations, you made it. We made it. And together we are better. And Global Minga is an opportunity for us all to come together. It is the umbrella that we all sit under and share this space of collaboration, trust, wisdom, and so many years in the making. This is 20 plus years of the Yoga of Self-Ascension, since it birthed on the planet through wisdom teacher Sri Ramka and Master Lady Kira Ra. The two of them, I bow before you because you have said yes so many times. And as you saw in that beautiful intro video, what Master Lady Kira Ra is able to do, the guidance that she's able to bring in and through is so pure. And, in this moment, just bringing our hands to our heart, because the Ascension Renaissance it's so big, it takes my breath away as I connect with the energy of where we're going now. And I'm just going to read to you for a moment the words shared through Shri and Kira about the Ascension Renaissance frequencies. This is from the Yoga of Self-Ascension, the Ascension Renaissance, Book 1. You are an extraordinary blessing, the gift of consciousness in form now, a unique experience that has brought all to the awareness that we are collectively navigating uncharted waters. With each breath, you have achieved an ever greater expansion than ever before. Really, the Ascension Renaissance frequencies embracing Gaia are rapidly expanding and all-encompassing. Human beings have been invited to clearly remember our essence, the authentic self. This rare moment has poised humanity to consciously ascend while informed into the Hu-Man, the spiritual human being. This is this moment. Collectively, Shri and Kira have arrived at the moment where more people are less tolerant of inauthentic teachers and influencers. People today more quickly notice inauthenticity and demand to know truth. Authenticity, transparency, and congruence have emerged as the leading priorities for being awakened to the truth of the ascended consciousness as the gateway. And my loves, that is where we are at this moment. While we have been witnessing for over 20 years, right? There's been so much happening in the mainstream, and we are ready to truly birth the Ascension Renaissance through us, through you. You are the Ascension Renaissance. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share this message with you. And there's so many miracles happening. Today, we are going to welcome your miracles. Our miracles are shared in our Zoom call. So if you're a Mastery Mentoring member, get ready with your questions. We will take Q&A there. And those of you that are at YouTube and Facebook, enjoy the chat and be there and check out our app, Spiritual Mastery Mentoring with Shri and Kira. You can search in Spiritual Mentoring, Shri and Kira in your app store, and it will pop right up. We have a free app available, and it has so many features. And if you join the membership on there, this call happens every month. And this is our culminating one of this year that we had to open to everybody because it's so important. And the miracles and magic happening. We have a couple on standby there at TOSA Blue Mountain. In just a minute, we'll bring in our beautiful Jamie and Kyla that are having so many miracles to share as well. And for me, just the miracle of being here with Shri and Kira and all of you is so enormous. And yesterday, there's been so many in the last 24 hours. And just yesterday, I was on a call with Master Lady Kira Ra preparing for today when I looked out my window. Like right now, if I look, I can see out into my yard. And I thought for a moment my dog was left outside. There was a dog that looked very similar, and it was not. It was a lost dog, broken chain. And I ran out immediately and rescued the dog, and the owner pulled up in the same moment that I was able to get the dog, because I was like, there's no tag on this dog. What am I going to do? And my dog's freaking out inside in the meantime, about to go through my window while Kira's inside, yelling, and my son's coming out to deal with my dog. So my dog's trying to protect me in that moment. And the miracle of it was so fast. It was like within 30 seconds, the law of instantaneous manifestation is what we are actively co-creating in. And it's so fast. And that is one incredible example. And Shri and Kira have been teaching this for so long. And, I'm going to see if my counterparts there in the pyramid of peace are ready to share in their miracles. Jamie and Kyla. Jamie, are you there, love? Because Jamie he's there helping produce live. So when you're ready, love, you just flip on your camera and we'll bring you in. And he's been there with Shri and Kira for this last week. He just arrived, bless him. And Jamie is the man behind a lot of things that you have seen of Shri and Kira over the years. And here I see I'm going to stop the share for a second to make sure I can spot Here comes Kyla. I see you, and you guys are unmuted. Beautiful Kyla's there, and Jamie's behind the camera. And you know, this is going to bring in. And hey, Kyla, you want to share first your miracle, or is Jamie coming on in too? Let's come on in. Yay, there's Jamie. I'm going to share your article.
Hello.
Oh, you're so beautiful. So
it's
this
so happy to be here.
We're so
And
happy. And look at this beautiful article, everyone. This quantum leap. This was 2012. And Jamie was there for this. And, you know, this beautiful cover, you know, is
really a whole other different world.
Oh my goodness. And he took the, you know, he's taken these pictures that you're seeing in the articles. He's taken all these photos of Sri and Kira from back then. And it's full circle because now he's at TOSA. And Sri and Kira were on the cover of every magazine at that time. It was a big deal, right? I mean, everybody knew what was happening, and here you are, and I'm going to stop the share. So the two of you, Jamie, share with us, you know, what has it been like for you to traverse this time and space and find yourself back at TOSA Blue Mountain in the pyramid, producing with us today, and having been on this journey with Shira. Yeah.
It was amazing. Well, it's quite a journey. Like in the beginning, like it was quite different from anything that is now. I remember the first when walking onto the property of TOSA the very first time is, I think, the most, I'll never ever forget it. Like, and I'm going sideways, aren't I?
Yeah.
It's
a pretty neat thing, though. You're like in the vortex of the pyramid. That's exactly what's been happening.
It is. It's totally. And I just remember, and I was, I think we were like 5 minutes into the installment. I think it was the very second installment or something. And there's this yurt, you know, and I'm walking up, and there's people packed. You couldn't even really get in. I mean, so I just like smoosh over through the people but when we were walking up, and I had bright violet hair at that point, and you could feel it, the energy. Whenever I had my partner's hand, and we walked up, and you could see the light in the yurt, and all these people, and it's just like you could just feel it like warming out through the. And I remember like almost my mouth dropped, and I was like, "Oh, this is it!" You know, this is. I was beautiful, and. After that, like everything just fell together. Like it was like clockwork, and it happened very fast. We were like double quantum timing before it even, I mean, double timing, triple timing before everyone else was, I think, because time sped up even faster than when I met them. So to hear Zadkiel through Kira and to see the progression, she comes so far, and then it's beautiful. So that's basically my first wonderful expression with Zadkiel, and I'll never ever forget that.
Thank you. And what's it like to be here now?
Here now is wow. Well, then they, you know, Kira and Shri that said that, you know, well, we're, you know, Zadkiel told us, you know, that where we're going to be going, and it's like 100 times more than I ever dreamed that this would go. And so now it's unbelievable. And to see how Shri and Kira have like reversed age, it seems like to me. I mean, you see that. I love looking at
that. You see that in that initial video when you see what they looked like?
It's awesome.
Go back and watch that video, guys. I mean, right? The transformation is undeniable. They're younger, right, than when you first met them.
Yes. And I remember doing healing rod training with Shri, and that was awesome. And I was always dreaming like, oh, it'd be nice to have a pyramid, you know, or have access to go to the Russian pyramid or something, you know, someday. And I was like, well,
now you're in one.
And now it's here, and it's such a blessing. I'm vibrating every time you walk.
Let's bring in our other vibrating being that's there with you, Kyla, because there's other miracles happening. The miracle that Jamie is there here in the pyramid, full circle, creating. Look at these two. And Kyla, you had a miracle yesterday as well.
Oh my God. Here is all with miracles. And Jamie is a miracle. And can I just show you what we're wearing? This
The
is the
TOSA.
tunic, and this is the TOSA Blue Mountains. So we're literally wearing the TOSA tunics, and we have a miracles in our sleeves.
We do.
And mantra of self-ascension. So we both walk in miracles.
Yes. Put your hand to heart, and then I am here, I am ready, I am open.
Guide me.
Beautiful.
So, and yesterday was truly a miracle, because I was doing my show, The Messages of Light, and topic I choose was very relevant, because in December 1st, we got so much opening possibilities and options available to us. It's almost like we're in the new reality. And I've been talking about miracles in instant manifestations. And guys, you won't believe what's happened. Master Lady Kira Ra, at the same time, was meditating in the pyramid. And she was laying down, holding her amazing rods, and she connected with the very top of the pyramid. And she was in the very, very, very deep meditation. And the top of the pyramid become the open point of a pyramid of spiritual awakening. If you know what I'm talking about, you know, what levels up. And the sun behind the pyramid. So the top of our pyramid was opened up for Master Lady Kira Ra, and she was witnessing the beautiful spinning energy and huge opening for all of us. So, and she came down, and I was doing my show.
On Oneness Talk Radio, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes. And she literally just walked in. And I'm like, Kira, please. And it was instant manifestation for all of us. And Kira was sharing with energy with all of us. And it was the most incredible, amazing experience. And it was, I don't know, guys, if you need more clear signs, but you are a miracle, and you are powerful, and you are amazing creators.
Thank you.
It just was humble and, you know, just amazing to receive that powerful energy transmitted by Kira, amazing Master Lady Kira Ra, directly from the pyramid. And it was one of the many, many miracles happening.
Thank you. And that miracle can be witnessed if you go over to Oneness Talk Radio and check out Messages of Light from yesterday. You'll see Kyla and Kira sharing about that, and let's go throw that in the chat. Get it in there, Angel, or somebody that's over there, please. And thank you for this sharing. And you know, in the energy of miracles, I'm going to bring in one last miracle sharing that Shri and Kira experienced this morning before we kick off into all the revelations that are happening. Thank you, beloved ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I love you all so much. And let's enjoy the miracle that is this short film and showing about all the miracles that happened yesterday.
Everyone, this is the surprise. This is the blessing. So as Shri was just sharing with you, that beautiful eucalyptus tree has been inaccessible. It is the mother, the grandmother, the rebirther. And for many, many months, we have felt the call, come on, because you're not going to believe what happened. Not only have we created access, but look at the orchids these are new orchids getting ready to bloom. These are already in bloom. And I love that this was where it happened, plus this tree. So where we're at right now, as you all know, this is our thousands-year-old moat that was the inspiration for Global Minga. But this tree you see right here is not native of this country and should not be here. So this tree is very, very sacred. And when we brought biologists here, they're still trying to figure out how it got here. And here's the other part of what's so extraordinary. I did not realize this tree was here when the request was made to please let me listen to what she has to say. And so today, from our beautiful grandmother eucalyptus, we are bringing you to the infinite presence. And this is the lineage holder for this sacred DNA. And maybe, Shri, you can sweep a little bit of our old growth forest here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go up. Okay, guys, is this crazy? Woo! So you can see that our beautiful, beautiful team, our grounds crew team, did all this for us yesterday because they have been so excited about this. And here is Shri's first moment. And beloveds, I want to look at, you know, Shri is really tall, right? Shri's 6'1". And look. Do you see it? I'm going to try and look at her. She is the infinite presence itself.
What a solid, empowered energy. It's just, oh, I am here, radiating the purity and the trust of my empowered existence, connecting earth and heavens. I am the bridge. I am light.
And the blessing of this sharing, that is the first time I was able to witness this miracle. And in just a moment, we're going to be getting ready to go into the Pyramid of Peace and taking this moment to just really honor and feel the connection that we are all sharing, the miracles that are birthing, the love that connects us all. And right now, I'm going to welcome you to the Pyramid of Peace. And breathing in the sacred geometry in this moment, in the beauty of the roses, the beauty of the geometry, the blessing. Breathing in the blessing.
Let's do that.
Breathing in the moment. Breathing in the Pyramid of Peace, seeing that beautiful sacred geometry, the roses, the connection, knowing we are here, we are ready, we are open, and we are guided. And with the mantra of self-ascension and a deep breath, as we are connecting, welcoming in, Shri and Kira, I am here, I am ready, I am open, guide us.
Wow. You know, let us first celebrate this moment of extraordinary miracles. We've arrived. Humanity has arrived. This moment of 2022 is here now.
in the essence and the energy of all that I am. And in the energy of the pyramid, everything that can happen is happening, including our camera just shrank. And, but we're looking lovely. And since we have someone here to do it, Shree's going to let him do it today. And that's a new way of being. And so we're going to relax into this moment and celebrate this together. So please take this moment and just breathe. Just offer yourself the gift of breath. And you, as you're seeing beyond Sri and I'm going to offer you the other one there, sweetheart.
Yeah.
As you're seeing beyond us, right before, I mean, literally right before we got on today, Sri and I went up to walk the labyrinth first and was really feeling that energy of that spiral labyrinth and this sense of the potentiality that has brought us to December 2022. Can you believe it? We've made it, right?
December
Humanity
2022.
is here. We are. The sea of neutrality is. And so this is cause for extraordinary celebration. And as I was walking through the labyrinth, really connecting with all of us and the miracle of just this pyramid of peace, the beauty, and I mean the beauty, the gift, the presence, kept calling me and kept calling me. And when I spun in the first circle, I could really feel that potentiality. And I think about how Jamie is sitting here almost 20 years later. He was the person who got me and Sri both into Sedona Journal all those years ago. He was our first PR agent. He was our first everything. And here he is again right now. How many of you are noticing that? And in that energy, as I was spiraling out of the labyrinth, aware that we were starting and feeling this energy to get back, I kept hearing, you must visit the other tree. Now, you've already seen that video that Sri and I put together literally about an hour ago, because it was just so revelatory today in the celebration of this magic presence. And when I went to the tree, I thought my eyes were fooling me. And I was once again thinking how I never have a cell phone or electronics and going, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, we need a picture of this. And wouldn't you know, right behind me arrived Sri Ramka. And I said, oh my gosh, honey, go catch this miracle. So what I'm going to share with you is this is a teaser for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to be sharing more during our Sunday service, our regular Sunday service, where the world shows up. And tomorrow we're going to share that miracle. So we're batting miracles. The past 48 hours since that December 1 awareness has opened, notice what's been happening in your life, because the awareness of your choice is birthing. So what have those past few days been revealing for you?
You know, one of the things that was so fun when Jamie James just showed up here a week ago and said, all right, I'm here. And
I don't know if I'm ever going to leave. And we're like, totally good.
So I was smiling because earlier on, you were sharing the article. That was
yes.
Well, I actually have the magazine here.
Oh my God. All right. So this is like dying. We should put this in the museum.
So this needs to be under glass. But yeah, this is the actual magazine.
There's Jamie's cover.
And this photo was taken by Jamie in 2006, I think.
Yeah. Wow, Shri. Well, that's one of the surprises even I didn't know about.
So that was a souvenir I've kept all these years. And another Jamie photo.
That was 2008. That's 2008 by Jamie.
This was number one.
Wow, Shri. I'm like, what else is in Shri's magic bag here? So
just it's fun to celebrate that what has begun continues, and what is continuing is expanding.
Oh, wow.
That all of us are on a journey of expansion.
Yes.
The question is, are you expanding your love, your awareness, your trust, or are you expanding fear and doubt and competition?
Ooh.
It's important to keep choosing. Our lives are a gift, and we are given the gift of choice. We can choose whatever we want all the time. And so why not choose love? Why not choose joy?
Yeah.
Why not celebrate what is happening before us, which are miracles after miracles? You know, one other little thing is we were in the center of the pyramid here just a minute ago, connecting and praying and being with the energy
of you.
This pyramid has gone up in frequency. It has gone up in frequency. And of course, that's going to mess with some of our electronics possibly.
Or all of them.
But I was sitting there going, what am I feeling? And I tuned in, and it's gone up well beyond 600 on Hawkins scale. We were vibrating at 660, which is the 3, which is the 3. What is the 3? It's the triangle.
Right? It really is. It's the pyramid.
Absolutely. So it's a day of remarkable celebration. We're so glad you're here.
And we are loving you so, so much. And, let's dive in, right? Let's talk about December, because where we're at right now is so extraordinarily important, because we're building. Remember, we're in that 3 key date period. And Jess, would you put that share up for everybody? Because I want to dive in. We're going to give you a little bit of a really strong update on what's happening in the world right now. So Jess, if you would please put up the 3 key dates and share that with everyone, that would be wonderful. And because of the way the pyramid is, that's why you see us looking in strange places. But I also have it right here in my lap for Sri and I. And so I want you to pay attention that we have been in a cycle already for 30 full days, a little over, right? Remember that November 1 was that 1 plus the infinite energy according to sacred ascended sequencing. And in the sacred ascended sequencing, you are active. We are all active as the presence of the sea of neutrality. Now, remember that the sea of neutrality is a state of conscious awareness. It is a state of conscious beingness, and it is a state of conscious choice, is it not? And so this awareness experience choice is the power of all activity. It's the power that is manifesting and has been amplifying. Remember that we are heading into a 2023 storm. It is the STORM. I'm going to talk a lot more about that in a moment. We're welcoming your questions. Remember, those of you that are in the Zoom, Jess will be forwarding your questions that you may have. So why is this December culmination a miracle, a celebration? Well, number one, it is the absolute affirmation that peace is possible. And I want you to underscore, peace is possible, because January 1 is that 7 prime. And on that 7 prime moment, of course, and this is why it was absolutely imperative for Sri and I to absolutely say yes and support the 7 days of rest, because of the 7 prime arrival. The 7 prime arrival with the 7 days of rest offers an anchorship into the gift of all that is. And this is the preparation. And as you move into that, it then brings us into that 1st June, which I'm going to talk about later. But just let's stop that share, because take a moment right now and bring your hand to your heart. And I want to invite you in this moment, as we have all been in this extraordinary pyramid energy, as we are here now, I just want to invite you with your hand on your heart to feel, as we are all coming together as a team of masters in form, saying yes to this potentiality succeeding in a way that is unique from where we have succeeded always. Remember that we are always succeeding. However, it is the brain of form that seeks to codify that, put limits on that, say one thing is wrong or another is right, seek for us to lose our self-confidence in all that I am because somebody says it has to be done a certain way. The heart is guiding. Your heart is guiding. And in this moment, Sri, would you guide us through the mantra of self-ascension, please?
Absolutely. So let's prepare ourselves to be present to the power of the mantra of self-ascension. Bringing a hand to your heart, if it's safe to do so, and breathing with presence. And just quietly repeat after me as I recite the mantra. I am here.
I am here.
I am ready.
I am ready.
I am open.
I am open.
Guide me.
Guide me. And breathing that in, breathing the guide me. This is the Renaissance before us. This is the moment. We have arrived at the Ascension Renaissance because of you, because of all. This Ascension Renaissance is birthed because of the past 2-year experience of the up level of the experience of humanity itself. Now, as you breathe that in, Jess, I'm going to invite you to share for a moment the 2022 energy cycle, the energy flow cycle. Let me share with you if you need the exact, the energy flow awareness, the 2020, there it is, it's up there. So as you're gazing into this, remember that this entire year is about our awareness. It is about really going beyond that which would seek to keep you blind. And that means you have to go beyond your own ego. You have to go beyond the limitation of the self that is so habituated into its own protective state that it would absolutely be the pirate that would stop you. And when you gaze at this, notice that December, where we are right now, is you. You see how that violet flame, that flicker, that flame that's been going all year long, has finally arisen as the middle of the eye, prepared for the storm, as the one itself, as the alchemical transformer sustaining the sea of neutrality. Taking in a deep breath. As we relax that out, Jess, I'm going to invite you to stop that share and to consider an ascension renaissance is here. Shri and I have noticed around us, everyone that we were working with in the beginning, everyone we had the blessing of being with in the beginning, those that had the integrity, those that were honestly working the energy then, have all come back into our lives now. All of them, cycle. Without even asking. I mean, incredible cycle. And we have also noticed many other similarities. And we're inviting you right now. What are you noticing? This potentiality is spinning, and we are in a renaissance moment. The Renaissance is a moment of abundant joy, creation, artistic expression, expansion, the receptivity to new thoughts rather than giving hemlock to them, the ability to be able to say yes to the gift of our diverse expressions of being. The greatest blessing of our oneness is the allness in its fullest state of beingness. Breathe that in, take a smile, just take a pause.
In every breath, we have an opportunity to restore presence. With every breath, we have an opportunity to choose anew. When I hear the word Renaissance, what I smile at or with, and what brings me joy, is the recognition that the Renaissance is an expansion beyond the old paradigm. It's beyond the quote norm. Think about the big Renaissance on this planet some hundreds of years ago.
Please do.
Suddenly the world was no longer flat. Suddenly the ships could sail around the world. And then there was the recognition that the earth was traveling around the sun versus the other way around. That everything began to open up. Exploration, recognition, and expression. Exploration, recognition, and expression. These are these fundamental energies of the expansion. And so as we celebrate the Renaissance of ascension awareness, leading us all to ascension consciousness, to be in that fully embraced state, we are at a time of joy.
Are we not?
We are at a time of celebration.
Indeed. And so in that celebration, in that time of joy, this is a moment of reflection. Here we are, December 3 today.
Yes.
This day, this moment, these past 36 hours, literally yesterday, I was walking out on the property and I was really deeply in, I've been in deep meditation and communion for many, many days now, and really looking at this moment and all of us coming together and the miracle that we're still here. That is a miracle largely due to this pyramid and the energy that it is assisting many to sustain, whether they're conscious of or not, doesn't matter. This pyramid was built as a bridge and the antenna is certainly radiating.
Yes.
You, in this moment, in this very, very moment, are a celebration of all that is. And as you breathe that in, and as you relax into that, I want to invite you a moment into 2023. and this coming storm. The 2023 formal predictions that were brought forward for the planet several months ago when I was asked to go out of time for a few weeks, they're up at our website. You can go read those. In this moment, as a team of miracle makers that we are, as I am, and we definitely want to hear from some of you, this is the moment to say yes to that which has gone beyond the experience of formed self. So I want you to breathe that in. Let your mind let go of what you think I might or may not be saying, and just start receiving the energy that we are all co-creating for you in this moment. We, in this moment of 2022, are heading into a convergence on December 31, which in some parts of the world will already be January 1, right? This is like a collision course. We're going right into the center. And so whenever you are in a storm, sometimes the best place to be is to just power through it and arrive in the center. Well, right now you've done that. You're on the other side. I pray that you are celebrating yourself. And I notice all the wind and the flags behind us are going crazy, because in this moment, you have arrived into a state of conscious mastery awareness that is inviting you to anchor into this physical form in 2023. Because we are at a time where the Ascension Renaissance has removed the Kali Yuga veil that many carry, where many are able to now begin to lift out of the perception of the illusion and be. And the more that we're saying this, we've never had this much wind inside. It's like a cyclone inside the pyramid right now. You are the cyclone. You are that energy holding this eye open. The eye of the storm is simply I am here as the sea of neutrality. And as consciousness arises, as consciousness awakens in 2023, it is literally the see the oneness, reclaim mastery experience. It brings Shri and I back to why December 31 and why this year. And it is because the sea of neutrality has ignited, and many are here now, as are you, and the miracles are robust and huge. And this is that moment where the choice from November, remember, November stood alone if you look at the energy cycles. So the choice that was made in November, whether you're conscious of it or not, you've already made it. Your November choice and this December awareness are amplifying this month, so that literally you need to go all the way back to the New Year's Eve of 2019, going into 2020, and breathe all those lessons, all that energy, all that, whatever has been going on from New Year's Eve 2019 until we're going to bring it all together New Year's Eve 2022, going into that January 1 ignition. That's the mastery presence. All of it. All of it.
We are at a time where we are gathering. We are really choosing to be all that we can be. And that means becoming aware of the choices we've made. Because to be aware is to remove the filters and notice.
Yes.
And then we gather the gifts from our experiences and we choose with clarity.
What a beautiful gift that is. And, you know, we have a couple of sharings we want to share with you. And then we have another surprise and some other deep information about this moment. So Shri, let's share a couple.
Well, so a couple of folks here that are sharing from our Mastery Mentorship team. And here we go. This is from Susan. I just wanted to share that the Miracle Peace Tabletop Pyramid arrived yesterday.
Of course it did. I love it.
The energy is amazing. So grateful that Shri is here now in form, sharing his genius creations. along with us, along with Master Lady Kira Ra. And also gratitude to Sue for lovingly packaging and sending these creations. Much love, Susan. This is my miracle sharing.
Thank you for your miracle sharing. It's beautiful, and we are grateful to receive.
All right, this comes in from Astaria.
Hi, Astaria.
Namaste, beloved ones. From the book Sacred Union, The Journey Home, please share, how does the energy of peace and now the pyramid of peace help one recognize the beloved? Thank you. Love you.
Well, that's actually a really simple answer. Please go look in a mirror. Because what this has done is called forward that energy of sacred oneness, sacred union. Sacred union is and will always be the union of oneness. As we were all praying around and just really receiving the blessing of being in the pyramid, which is incredible. It's just extraordinary what happens. Today, it was quite brilliant, Astario, as we were all gazing at the inner pyramid right here, the smaller one, and the crystal that was coming in, the top focused evasive pyramid was so brilliantly reflecting back to us the rainbow energy in a way that really said, I am as you are. And that really brings us back to this moment. So I want to share something, Sri, I want to share something with you that really is kind of a revelation. It's not something we shared, and to really lead you into the greater celebration and even the greater blessings of what's happening right now. In 2019, shortly after the up-level calendar started coming forward, Sri and I were called by the Ascended Masters, and it was a very hard, challenging inner journey for me to accept Master Lady Kira Ra and to really step into that and not resist that which was so clearly being shown. And doing so, we're always guided. You will always know that you are dealing with the highest. You will always know that you are only loved and have light around you when nothing is hidden, when there are no secrets, when there are no games to be played, when there are no ulterior motives. And Sri and I, somewhat naively and innocently, stepped back in to engage others because of our vision of this pyramid and our vision of the evasive centers and the fact that the universe has blessed us with this extraordinary land in 3 countries and what has happened here at TOSA Blue Mountain and the thousands of people that are now supported through Global Minga. It's just become an extraordinary blessing. And so we naively went out there, honestly, because we had lived in our own bubble for 12 years now, living with the indigenous, just doing the work, getting up every day and doing it. We had really in our heart let go of any sense that the entire world hadn't elevated equally. And we started engaging and we started reaching out, and connections led to connections, people we've known before. And the one thing that happened over those 2 years, well, 3 now, from 2019 up until this moment, as we're sharing with you, as we're culminating 2022 and inviting you to look as well to your own journey, was that we first learned through our experience that showing up in integrity, showing up and clearly declaring you cannot be bought, showing up and declaring that the truth is the truth is the truth. And I'm so grateful for those of you that have been sharing this journey with us for 20 years, that we've all had the gift of that blessing, and eagerly trying to come together with others and inviting cooperation, inviting those who love to make a lot of money and talk about it to really say, okay, let's do it. And what we discovered was that we were met with suspicion, we were met with anger, we were met with fear, and what we were met with the most was greed, competition, and jealousy. People who directly just wanted us to give them money when we are ministers who donate 100% of everything we have and do to a foundation. People who really are very well known. And so the gift for Sri and I was that once again, we find ourselves in a potentiality where that which is considered to be the mainstream, that which is being presented in front of you, has already been bought for, paid for, is controlled, and is doing an excellent job, once again, assisting consciousness to halt. And so that is actually an awesome thing. And the reason Sri and I are sharing it with you is because through that, it offered us the blessing of knowing that this is the moment for those that are ready to say yes, outside of the greed, the competition, and the jealousy, outside of the false words. And we have documented these 3 years. We have the emails, we have the texts, we have everything. And it will all come out in our book, June 1, when we are in the Great Pyramid privately. And that 2 years in the belly of the beast, and all of that information will be released to you because you deserve to know and have the balance shared with you. There is a great illusion and a great trance right now that is eroding the lower energy. And when I say lower, I don't mean anything other than like imagine it as a big stream and here's where you enter, right? Those entry areas of the fifth dimension are quietly eroding. And most of the information out there is heavily bought and paid for. And Shri and I almost had the same trap. We are so excited. And we are so excited, truly, because ascension consciousness, the truth of ascended consciousness is growing. Peace is expanding. Everything is coming forward. And your gorgeous mastery presence is ready in this moment to fully embody. How do you reverse age? You say yes to who you truly are by receiving the divine mastery presence to assist the ego to fully calm down. So Shri and I, over the past few months, after it was very evident and very clear of the games that had been played around us, and we were able to, and I whiteboarded and diagrammed the whole thing. I've connected every single person, the whole thing. I mean, literally, we've got the whole map. And that map is going to be yours as the culminating energy of this Ascension Renaissance ignition. Your freedom to know, choose, at least have the information to choose. But how can you choose if you don't trust yourself? How can you know if everyone else is telling you something that you think feels good? How can you ever be stable if you're watching this, and this, and this one says this, and this one says this? That's why Archangel Zadkiel came to Shri and I all those years ago. Because Archangel Zadkiel arrived with the blessing, the compassion, and the love to say, everything you need is in you. You cannot ascend back to that which you already are, but you can self-ascend while you are in this body of form to really discover the vast blessing of your divine nature. But it means saying yes to the mysteries outside of that which has been commonly accepted for thousands of years, and igniting the moment of the Renaissance where you are free to say yes in a way that you have never done before. And it brings us to the books that are dropping today. And I just want to share one more thing before my husband will share more, that in this cycle of history coming back, and in this moment of potentiality where we are together again, heading for this extraordinary convergence, December 31, please either be here live at TOSA Blue Mountain or be there live on the video stream. You've got to be there. This matters. We had a contract, signed agreement, just a few months ago, as part of all of these connections with all of these incredibly bought and paid for people. And we had this contract, and really, it was everything. It was movie rights, it was ebooks, it was everything. And we sent these 2 books. And then, as has happened a few years ago, I won't say how many now, our contract was abruptly canceled after the manuscripts were sent, because we had made the egregious error of asking for it to be pre-released at Amazon. And we were told that was absolutely impossible. Amazon doesn't do that. And we made the egregious error of saying we wanted to have the lowest cost possible on this book. And we wanted to donate 100% because we care about Global Minga. Shri and I are ministers. We share everything. We are here to serve. It is our life. And we were also told that was impossible and our prices were too low. And so once again, it was greed competition. And our contract was politely canceled, thinking that we would be left with nothing. And Jess, I really feel in this moment, we need to bring in you and everybody else who made this possible, whoever's here to join us in this moment of celebration, because what happened was in less than 30 days, this community came together. We sent out the call to you. We all came together. We started coming together, having groups together. We'd have so many people show up. And together we called forward really what I think is just the most extraordinary books we have ever put out. And just sincerely, please, can we get everybody else on? I'm still just seeing Sri and I.
And I just wanted to acknowledge that in the termination of that agreement, which didn't meet their financial goals,
it was all about their financial goals.
We actually were liberated to bring to the world an expression of truth and authenticity with rapidity at the lowest possible transfer price, and that everyone knows that everything that is given is donated to the world.
100%. This pyramid, right? This pyramid right here, right now. I'm going to just turn the camera myself because I know how to do it. I want you guys to look. So right here, you can see the second level is not yet built, right? We still don't have the second level built. And because of that, what's happening is that we are able to have the energy of the peace emanating across the world, across the planet, but no single person can step truly into the center to receive the divine, extraordinary up-level experience until the Queen's Chamber level is established. Now, the good news on this is that while we were unable to meet that goal for New Year, what is obvious is that, and the information is when Sri and I are heading to Egypt, and now that the Egypt trip is solid and done, and all the special permissions have been granted and they're extraordinary, it is when we return for the June solstice that we must all stand on this second floor. And this is part of why 100% of these proceeds are going to Global Minga. We must finish this pyramid, and we must offer the inspiration to others around the world to come forward and assist more to be built. This is a blessing for the world, just as putting the Yoga of Self-Ascension out in a short, easy to read book. It's 20 years. For those of you that are just finding us for the first time, this is 20 years in one volume, and it will catch you up immediately. And then volume 2 will up-level you.
Yes.
The first volume teaches you how to read code. There is a language of the ascended realms that many don't understand. This is literally a primer of the codes. And the second book is a deep dive that will foundationalize you, because on January 1, volume 3 of this series will be coming out. And it is absolutely a how-to guide to live with the fifth dimension and to catch you up on everything that's been happening to really flourish through the storm. So Sri, Jess left. Jess, come on back. We really wanted you here. And there's everybody. Yay!
Hi, everyone.
Everybody. Hi. So, guys, we just really want to hear from you. There's so much that you've done to bring these books here. And for all of you that are here, please know we are still going to have our closing ceremony today, but we're just too excited. And so Jess, everyone, please take it over. We want to hear from you.
We are so excited to all be here in this moment together. And yes, we have an incredible array of some of the beings that have been behind the scenes, but there are so many more that have been contributing. And, just the blessing of this moment. Thank you. Everything that you've been sharing, and the Ascension Renaissance and these books birthing on the planet now has been a real miracle. I mean, we got these books out in record time. Everything you shared about what tried to stop this, and it did not. And because of this team here and these radiant beings you're seeing and many more, these are up at Kindle now, where you can go and claim your copies and read and be immersed in these short yet concise, meaty, incredible foundational pieces that will lead us to that January 1 living with the fifth dimension moment in volume 3. And this Ascension Renaissance and all of you sharing it here today, just you guys can unmute and just in a moment just share what this has meant for you to help birth these books at this time.
I just wanted to say for a minute that I think you can hear us, right? Yes. I am so excited that so many people pre-ordered. I know myself, I was up at 05:05 this morning, and my books were there, and my heart just sang. And what was so extraordinary was my heart was thinking about how blessed we all are to really come together and celebrate. And I know that you all have done some other things I'm eager to hear about. There's something I'm hearing about bundles going on, and I want to hear about the books. And then I want to make sure that we all know we're getting ready for an extraordinary closing ceremony as well. So just to make sure we all have this extraordinary energy in us is really touching my heart. And I know, Sri, you're feeling the same.
Absolutely. You know, and I don't have the monitor in front of me, but I did look over and get a glimpse. Oh, you guys are all back. Yeah, I just want to personally say thank you to each of you that is here today. And I know there's more behind the scenes.
Everyone.
Because it takes a team, it takes a village, as they say, in order to heal the world. And as we together join hands and say that we will stand with the truth, that I choose to trust my authentic energy, my soul, to guide the way. And as I share these books, I know other people will be inspired to make their commitment to truly support the expansion of authenticity on this planet. And so that in that, this group of beautiful beings, together with everyone else, the ripple effect that is happening right now is going to be a nourishment for consciousness.
You are so beautiful. We're going to sit here now and make sure we're on mute and just receive your wisdom.
Thank you. You know, in this beautiful moment, I am going to just offer a screen share of these incredible bundles that, you know, we were just talking about. This group here has helped us to create. And I'm going to just scroll down to the second page here, because there was such an energy, right? The global Minga, these beings here, we are part of this global Minga that has really come together to support the momentum behind the book launch. And because of so many of you in the pre-orders, and I was reading my book, it loaded, it's so easy to get these books into, there's a free reader. If you feel like you don't have Kindle, you can get in there, right, guys? And because of these incredible bundles, Master Lady Kira Ra really felt into the ascended numerology when we created these opportunities for you. And, you know, with these bundles, that means that we can catapult in Amazon. We're already #1 in new releases in 3 different major categories at Amazon, and we're moving up the bestseller list. So this is our opportunity as Global Minga and everyone out there to really support and catapult that further. And these bundles allow you to give the gift. As we fill our cup, we fill others' cups. And at this kind of price in the holidays, you can go into Amazon and go to any of the books and go to the buy now and buy for others. And you can enter everybody you would like to on your love list to share the blessing of the Yoga of Self-Ascension, the Law of Instantaneous Manifestation, and all that comes with these. And when you're gazing at these incredible bundles, you know, you see that we have this energy, the sacred sequence that has come forward in the energy of these bundles. So anybody that buys 5 of each book in these 2 volumes is going to receive this blessing, and the sacred sequence that comes out when you put this bundle together is a 2 plus the infinite. This is the moment, and you can gift these 5 bundles to whoever you love on your love list. And in exchange, we have an incredible round table with the authors getting ready to navigate into 2023 with Sri and Kira, a private Zoom, intimate time for anybody that does this bundles. That's our gift to you. And we have a 10-book bundle that really carries the energy of the 22 with it when you look at that. And this is that invitation into not only the author's roundtable and that intimate experience, but also to receive the 2023 Self-Ascension Planner that will be released very soon. And that would be our gift to you as well. And with a 20-book bundle, hey, you have that opportunity to spend some personal time with deep discounts with Sri and Kira and readings. So there's so many opportunities that if you have felt like you want to give to Global Minga, and make sure you use your Amazon Smile if you're in Amazon Smile with us when you do that, so that you can actually get Amazon to gift to us through Amazon Smile while we save the Amazon and while we do these book bundles. So all these beautiful beings have gathered here today to just share their love with you. And, you know, each of you just one, you know, just a few quick words of why it matters so much right now that we are coming together this way and blasting off and how excited we are. And any of you, we will share, get on our email list, go to Shrink Here, get on our email list, because we will share more about the bundles there. But welcome, lovelies. Just pop up. How about you, Sarah? How are you?
I am beautiful, amazing, joy-filled. It's such an incredible time. It's such an incredible day. And I cannot wait to come down to TOSA. I'm so excited to be there, part of New Year's. No, this is an incredible time. And I want to say that the books themselves, you know, getting the book for yourself, I think, is such an individual treat.
Yes, the big ones.
And
look, the big ones.
It is. And it's such an amazing gift to give yourself. But on top of that, what is going on with this community? What is going on with Global Minga? What is going on with Mission Control? I think beyond the book launch is such a great thing, but there's also this launch going on with the community. So the fact that we can do something for ourselves by treating ourselves to the books or gifting them to other people, but also the involvement, the love, and the support within the community is such a miraculous time. And I am so, so excited to be here now with all of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you. How about you, Jerry? What are you experiencing in this launch and the bundles?
Well, I am so excited. Like these are guidebooks for life. So we came into this planet without a guidebook, searching and how do we get to the truth of who we are? How do we become that what we know we are? And like, these are it. I mean, this is the truth. And we all need to get a hold of this. And they're an easy to read books so that we can remember we're creators and we're not victims. And we can do all those. I mean, people are watching these superpower movies. Well, we are these. So these are books that are going to help us do that. So we need to spread it. We need to get it out there. And we need the whole world to embrace this.
Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. And you, Angel, how are you doing there in Canada?
Oh, I am doing amazing, amazing, amazing. For me, this community, the Yoga of Self-Ascension, Sri and Kira, TOSA, it's coming home. And these books are the cornerstone, the first brick of my home within the community. They are the foundation with which I can build my own empowerment and fill my own cup, as we like to say. And then it overflows out into the community at large here at TOSA, but also the community, our community around the world, that we are making this big difference around the world and touching all of these hearts. And if I lay my foundation cornerstone in Canada and someone else lays their foundation cornerstone in Asia and Europe and Australia and Africa, South America, all around the world, we have all of these touchstones. And it begins with these books because they truly are the foundation of the Yoga of Self-Ascension and your own self-empowerment and your own self-ascension. And I really, really, truly wish that all of you go out and buy these books, read them, and lay your foundation for your own home, in your own self, and in your own community. So namaste all. I am complete.
Namaste. Thank you. And Pollyanna.
Oh my goodness. I thank you for all of your shares. They're so touching and beautiful. And I felt this forever in my heart of hearts and in my soul, that there is so much light and love on this earth right now, just waiting to be sparked and fanned into a flame. And that's exactly what these books are doing. You know, they're activations, they are illuminations, they are revelations. and they are so clear. And in my humble experience in life, when something is so clear and so lucid, it's truth. And there is no resistance. And I see so many people on the planet right now who are just looking for that light leadership. And it's here now. And together we are better. We are here to birth and co-create the most magnificent experience of being human. So we can actually say that, yes, we are divine humans. And it's just such a blessing and miracle to witness this, to be a part of this, to contribute in a humble way to this. I love you all so much. Thank you so much, Sri and Kira and Jess and everyone here.
Thank you. Thank you, beloved ones. These are our mission control heartbeats of peace that are with us. And, you know, if you want to get in the fun, this is just the beginning. We've had so much fun with this book launch and celebrating this moment. And we have just so much more to do. So if you're interested in joining us, to email our support and say, hey, I want to get in, I want to help. And, you know, if you're out there and you already have your books and they're loaded, hey, we would love your reviews in Amazon. That's huge. Those of you that have already done it, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Together we're better. And we are really, really doing something. We're making history. This is history. Look at us here. I love this so much. And I love that we have 6 screens. We are the Merkaba right now, transcending. And, you know, I am just beyond grateful. So thank you. Thank you. And Sri and Kira, without you, none of us could be. So the ultimate thank you to the two of you. And the moment, this Ascension Renaissance, we get to look back at this moment and say, this is when it happened. This is when it happened.
Oh, thank you so much. My heart is expanding beyond the limits of this body.
And we are so grateful. And so are we okay that I'm getting strange looks. Are we okay? Oh, okay. We are so grateful to all of you. I just wanted to make sure you could hear us say that as we're sitting here receiving and really so blessed for everything that all of you are. Sri and I are now having the pleasure of some of your children. We've watched your children grow up. We've watched some of you who were children, you now have children. And this has been a family. You know, the only word that ever describes TOSA for me is family. That whenever you're here, whether it's in person or in our communities, I think about when COVID came forward, how many of you sent us emails that this suicide was prevented, or this person finally had courage to be themselves, or whatever it was that came together. We know that when sincerity, love, and presence unify in the heart of all, miracles are. And the law of instantaneous manifestation is. And for the first time, Sri and I have been able to put that into these books as well. It's the first time you're going to read about it. It's the first time we've taught this. We talk about the planetary thought body. And in this moment, what is the precious gift is our connection to come together as we once again turn toward 2023. This is why these books are coming out now. This was why the timing was so important, that these books are out December 3, that this next book is out on January 1, and that the 4th book is actually out at the March equinox, and the final book is coming out when we walk into that Great Pyramid. So in this moment, in our Great Pyramid, I want to invite you to just start really coming into the essence of your miracle nature. To start relaxing and to really offer yourself an opportunity to just be. And Sri and I are going to go over to another corner. Can we turn the camera there? Sure. They're calling me. Kyla, would you please put that chair next to that one? We're going to go sit there. We're going to walk over. So come with us. We're just going to turn the camera because the ascended presence is already here. And we have been, this is what the north, we have been in the north.
Yep.
And that is actually the south. West?
Yeah, southwest, yes.
Southwest. So we've been asked to go to the southwest corner to finish. We're going to be in that corner right over there.
All right.
So thank you all for your patience. And get one more look at our beautiful pyramid.
Take a look.
You want that one?
We're going to be right here. Ooh, nice to get to see the pyramid again.
So as you're relaxing, and we appreciate you staying with us, just really invite yourself now to find a nice.
There you go.
To find a nice safe space.
Take a look here, and we're going to go reposition, but enjoy the geometry.
And so we have been repositioning. And these are the beautiful pyramids that we just had someone mention showed up. We have 3 in every corner. So there's actually 12 of them here in the pyramid. There we are. So you can see right behind me up here, 1, 2, and 3. And yeah. So as our beautiful, beautiful ground crew here is doing such a great job with our last minute, we know how they are.
Really good. Spontaneous.
Law of Instantaneous Manifestation. I'm going to ask everyone, including those of us that are here. Sure. Thank you, Kyla. Kyla's being so kind. And would you bring our mist as well? Thank you, sweetheart. Would you like another pillow?
Sure.
And
My pillow.
there we are.
Okay.
Thank you, my love. This is the special mist that had the last of our Akhenaten oil. And we are going back to Egypt. I'm praying we'll be able to get more, and it will no longer be the last again. And this was made by Jess. So I'm going to invite everyone to relax, including Jamie and Kyla, who've been so attentively beautiful. I'm going to invite you to relax, and I'm being called to remove all the hardware off my head. Oh. And Shri will guide us. And if you have a lit candle, that would be lovely. You don't have to, but this is a moment for you to just say yes and relax. And let us all be here to co-create the gathering. This is our entrance. This is our culmination. May the energy that we have co-created here today, may the wisdom that is yours to receive, simply amplify the blessing of you throughout the entire month of December, as together we move forward into this moment.
So, beloved ones, get comfortable where you're seated. Get comfortable where you're standing, if that's the case. And if it's safe to do so, we invite you to close your eyes and bring a hand or both hands to your heart. Taking a moment to be, to simply be. And on the inhale, set the intention to recognize the divine, Ave, hail to the divine. And on the exhale, Sa, releasing all resistance to that divine embrace. Let's do that deeply together. Inhaling Ave, Sa. One more time. Ave, Sa. And just think along with me as I recite the mantra of self-ascension 5 times to invite us to go deeper into that divine connection. I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. Relaxing even more. Noticing the field of lights. Trusting your own divine nature. We connect now with the healing light. And we call forward the violet flame of transmutation. And with each breath, we expand that connection. Knowing that all those who have sent their petitions, or all those that are making their declarations at this very moment, may they be blessed with the power of transmutation of the violet flame. Release your worries, release your needs into the violet flame and trust that which is appropriate shall be yours now. That which is ready to release will release now. And just breathe and relax, knowing that the divine hand is blessing all at this time.
The energy of this moment is beyond all moments. The energy of this moment is a transcended experience that is yours to call forward, to remember, to be, and to utilize as thy heart would call forward from the crystalline seas where all ignites. Gather before thee now all thy resources, beginning with the inner resource of the connected heart to the eternal stream of mastery presence. I am that I am that I am is the anchor. I am that I am that I am is the anchor. I am that I am that I am Elohim is the anchor. To anchor is to call forward the crystalline pillar of the divine eternal presence as a Shiva Linga ignited within thy own self. To feel the energy that pours forth from thee as the crystalline waves of all that has ever been sets forth with great capacity. You are the capacitor. I am that I am that I am Elohim ignites a base, a transcendent form, an opportunity to lift beyond. And in the lifting and in the knowing and in the presence of the oneness now, I am as you are is the ignition of this portal of light that sustains the presence and calls forward the miracle energy, sustaining all that has ever been and all that will ever be in the recognition of the active presence of this formed experience in a culminating moment of conscious ascended presence. Breathing in this energy, the conscious ascended presence is yours. It is a vital energy as vital as breath itself. It is that which transforms the body of form into that which accommodates the higher presence to be, to reverse age, to reform the body, to simply be in a greater state of awareness, is the acceptance of the mastery presence without the limitation of the brain or the ego. It is the complete acceptance of the divine presence in form, illuminated into the peaceful journey, the love-filled expression, and the joy-filled nature that illuminates the all. The journey of this experience of consciousness is now arriving, and will continue to arrive in an eternal nature. Of that, the mind of form can see, accept, and know. To see the secular nature of all that has ever been and all that will ever be is the arrival of the spirit into form. The arrival of the spirit into form that says yes to that which is, without the doubt, the hesitancy, or the fear that suspends the victim as a dangling dirigible. It is truly filled with light air, but yet afraid of itself, and most toxic if it is ignited. To ignite a dirigible is to see flame. To ignite light is to see all. To anchor, I am that I am that I am Elohim, is the anchor. I am as you are is the ignition. You are here in this realm of potentiality now at a precipice moment. A precipice moment is a moment that comes forth rarely, uniquely, and most ironically in your world, predictably, through the expansion of consciousness as it is meeting the pressure of that which is contracting. The expansion and the contraction. It is as if the expansion lifts, and the contraction tries to keep up. And yet the contraction itself cannot move because it sustains a lateral experience that is often fomented by those who choose to stay in that which is familiar, because fear is the propellant of contraction. Peace, love, joy, Shanti, Bhakti, Ananda. I am that I am that I am, Elohim. I am as you are. This moment is the one that you already know, have waited for, are claiming, and are ready to live. It is a celebration of celebrations. It is a restoral, a renewal, a remembrance, a reignition. We love you. May you love you as much. May you remember always and be in the presence. I am that I am that I am, Elohim. I am as you are. And so